How's it going, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review another movie. This time it is the latest Julia Roberts movie, Nicole Kidman. Chiwetel I'm sorry if I butchered that name, man. A fantastic actor. 12 Years a Slave. He's come out in countless other movies, man. Also, he's going to be starring in Doctor Strange alongside Benedict Cumberbatch and Mads Mikkelsen and Rachel McAdams, so that's going to be freaking fantastic. He's a fantastic actor. That's probably the main reason I went to go see this movie was Chiwetel Ejiofor. Also, Alfred Molina is in this movie, and Hank from Breaking Bad. Dean Norris, man. Dean Norris is in this movie. This is a drama thriller. I guess you could say it's a thriller technically. And this is a non-spoiler review. I'm not going to spoil nothing for you guys. I'm just going to give you my pros, going to give you my cons, tell you whether or not you should go check out this movie in theaters, wait for rental, or never see this movie at all. Maybe you should just skip this one. Well, first off, let me tell you before I get into the review and everything. When I saw the first trailer for this film, when I saw it on YouTube, it was like Secret in Their Eyes, trailer. I was like, nah, it has Julia Roberts. I'm not a Julia Roberts fan. But then I saw her. I'm still not a huge fan, but I think she's a great actress. She is. But I'm just not. That's not my group. She's not my type of person. But I saw that movie that was on HBO, the one where Mark Ruffalo was in there, the guy from Big Bang Theory. Big Heart, whatever, the change of heart. I forgot what it was called, man. It's about the AIDS and everything back in the 80s. All that. Man, she was spectacular, and I believe she won some Oscars for that, man. She did deserve it, man. She was amazing. So I was thinking, oh man, this is going to be another Oscar contender. This is going to be something big. And then there's no news about it. No one's tweeting about it. No one's Facebooking about it. No one's ever, it's like this movie never came out. No one ever talked about it. It's because they released it with Hunger Games, and it's just like no one went to go see it in a way. It made $6 million maybe. So that's all I'm saying is it's sad that no one's really going to go see it because it is a good movie. So we'll get right to it, man. Here it is, my non-spoiler review for The Secret in Their Eyes. Fun fact for you guys, this movie has a budget of $19.5 million. It is directed by Billy Ray. Not Billy Ray Cyrus, though, sadly. Anyway, I'm going to get started with my pros first and then get to my cons. Excuse me, my throat's a little bit... So, I gotta keep on walking, but, not walking, but at least talking. Gotta get it ready, the vocals and everything. So here we go. First off, the cast itself. That's probably the only reason why people should go walk into the theater is because of the cast. Nicole Kidman. I don't remember her for much, but she is fantastic in here. Let me see if I got that right. Yeah, Nicole Kidman, I'm sorry. Julia Roberts, I told you the whole cast, they are fantastic, dude, in here. The acting is always on spot. The acting's never wrong. Dean Norris brings the comedy in here. He's the funny guy. Chiwetel Ejiofor is the more, he's the guy who cares for others. Julia Roberts is the one who lost her daughter, and she's the more quiet one. So everyone has their part to play, and the acting is just fantastic. That's what I love about it, because you have these A-list actors. Julia Roberts, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Nicole Kidman, and maybe B-list, but it's amazing, the acting in here. Again, Chiwetel Ejiofor and Alfred Molina in this movie. There are a few scenes where they're going at it, and I really felt like those were my favorite parts of the movie, is the dialogue and the way that Alfred Molina, he's like the cop, the top cop, he's the guy who tells him what to do, the commissioner and all that, and he's like, you have to do that, he's yelling at him, and Chiwetel Ejiofor is trying to be like, but we have to reopen the case and everything, and he's like, the terrorist things come first before any personal files, because there's this terrorist thing, because it's in 2002, the setting, and then they jump 13 years to the present where they're still looking for the killer. So that's how it is. That's also in the trailer, by the way, but it's right after 9/11. It's in 2002. So definitely, yeah, Alfred Molina and Chiwetel Ejiofor are fantastic in this movie, and I'm very sad Alfred Molina wasn't here for that long, but definitely their scenes together are very, very, very powerful scenes. The directing in here, man, Billy Ray, there's some awesome scenes in here, man. There's a few chase scenes in here that are really intense. There's a baseball stadium scene, which I saw the behind the scenes footage, and the way that they captured all of that, dude. There's a helicopter, and they had it in this Dodger Stadium, and the camera, and I just love all the way that they captured that, man. The directing in here is very, very, very good, man. It's not a bad directing. I think Billy Ray, I don't think he's done much. I think the last thing he did was, don't quote me on this, but the last real big directing he did was maybe 2007. I may be wrong on that, but 2007 was the last time he directed a movie. Like, yeah. So I do think that he was a really good director, man. I mean, it's very sad that this movie didn't get much hype about it, man, because the directing was really good. There are awesome shots in here. Definitely, I think the stadium scene was probably my favorite out of the whole directing, and the way it was choreographed. The whole Dodger Stadium scene was probably my favorite, besides Alfred Molina and Chiwetel Ejiofor chilling it out. Fast-paced chase scenes, dude. Yes, the chase scenes in here are awesome. Also, Nicole Kidman, she's beautiful. She's amazing in here as well. I don't remember her from much. I've heard her mom likes her and everything, but she is good in here. She's great. You know, she's kind of better than Julia Roberts in here, honestly, the way that she performs. Because there's one scene in here where she's doing something to this guy, and it's fantastic the way that she's just taunting at him, and I'm literally like, this person is a pro at taunting people. So she was awesome in that. The bad guy, I'm not going to say his name, I'm not going to give out anything, but the main guy in here that we're going after, he's awesome, dude, and definitely the way he plays his character, he's psychotic, you know, the regular, you know, the ways and everything, but for sure, it definitely, we didn't get to see much of him in here either, which is kind of a sad thing, because he was really cool. I wish we could have heard him talk a little bit more, but in this movie, you'll like the things that happen with his character, because definitely him and a few actors go at it. Well, he doesn't go at it, but him in the scenes are pretty intense as well. But I do like the whole nose and everything. His nose is very unique, by the way. I hope that's a fake nose, because his nose is like, I don't know how to point it, but point it. I guess I just said that. Either way, it's an intense movie. It's not a movie that's just gonna. It's not a happy movie. Let me just tell you that. There's barely a few happy scenes, a very few happy jolly moments, and that's it, man. Like Chiwetel Ejiofor flirting with Nicole Kidman, maybe that's a fun scene for you guys. So I was pretty happy for that. Again, baseball stadium, and the chemistry between the cast, dude. You felt like they were on this movie set for months. They know each other, Julia Roberts and them, just the way that you felt like they were friends. You feel like they're friends, man. So definitely the chemistry does work for this movie. The only cons I have, really, I didn't like the ending. There's a twist. There's a twist at the ending, is all I'll say. It's like almost like an M. Night Shyamalan twist, really. I didn't like the twist. I didn't like it. I honestly was like, no, this is stupid. Why couldn't this happen? What do you mean all this time? You know, just the ending just didn't work for me. And the final shot either. I was kind of like, what about the other characters? And who's the guy? Who's the guy in jail? Who's that person? What about that person? What about your friend? What about that friend? What about them? What happened to him? You know what I mean? Like, they never specify into the other characters. Like, this character who's in the movie, something happens. They never go back to it. They never, like, oh, I guess he's just, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like, they never, ever go back. And it's really annoying at times, guys. The whole mosque thing, the 9/11, they have this whole war of terrorism going on. And he's like, they're always like, go to the terrorist thing, like do the files about the terrorists, and we never go into that detail there of the 9/11 and the mosque. Like, there's this mosque going on about a terrorist. We never go into the terrorists. We just go right to the killing of that one single guy when there's a whole group of killers. You know what I mean? Like, we never go back to that storyline either. The opening was slow. The first 5-10 minutes were a little slow. I kind of wish they kind of picked up. It was a little slow opening. I wouldn't say it's the perfect way to open a movie. They didn't really introduce the characters that well in the opening. It kind of opened basically in the present and then went back to the past and present, which is a good thing. Present, past. I really. Some people are complaining they can't tell which is which. The hairstyles, dude. It's not that hard. A little gray and everything. You could tell what's present. You could tell what's past. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. Either way, the opening was just a little bit more slower for me, and as well, that's basically about my cons, man. So overall, I think that this movie was a good movie. It's not a great movie for sure. It's definitely not a movie you need to go rush out of your home to go see. But if you like, a little thriller, drama, crime movie, then you're definitely going to enjoy this. It is disappointing, the ending and the twist. But the chemistry in this cast itself, man, it's kind of sad that it's a little disappointing, but yet the cast is what saves it. Now, I'm not saying it's a fantastic movie. It's not a great movie. It's not a movie you really paying $8 for or something. But for sure, it is worth watching one day. I'm going to end up giving this movie, The Secret in Their Eyes, or just Secret in Their Eyes, a 7.2 out of a 10. For me, it's good. Excuse me, it's good. Is it worth watching in theaters? No, rental, most likely, just rental. Watch it in your home and everything. Get cozy, nighttime, Secret in the Eyes and chill. Just any of that stuff. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully all of you enjoyed. Comment down below. Let me know what did you guys think about this review. If you've seen the movie, tell me what you thought about it. I'll be seeing you very soon for more like Creed. Go to Full Creed. As well as Victor Frankenstein's Spotlight, and also I just reviewed The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 and The Night Before. Subscribe for more, guys. Make sure to hit that share button, like, comment, see y'all for the next one. Happy Thanksgiving.